Long regarded as the most competitive monohull class in professional sailing, the 52 Super Series premier event is the Rolex TP52 World Championship, an annual test of nerve and know-how for the world's finest sailors.
Okay, here we go, all the way up, racing now.
The TP52 class is an unbelievable class. Talent attracts talent. I want to see how I stack up against the best tacticians in the world.
Bow coming down, one, and hoist.
The racing is so competitive. A boat length here and there differentiates between first and last place in this fleet.
Jib can come down, no lower. 2 minutes.
Really, it is the cream of the crop in my mind. When you have good days on the water, you've earned them.
Is the jib staying up or coming down?
And when you have bad days on the water, you've probably earned those as well.
I think it's open. 4 or 5 boats could win the worlds, and we have a chance for sure.
Stay tight.
So, fight to the end.
For the TP52 fleet, the seas off southern Portugal have come to represent its own territorial waters, the Club Naval de Cascais having hosted the class on 6 previous occasions, including the World Championships in 2018. 4 years on, the dispute for the world title again looks likely to be close and compelling.
So this year's Rolex TP52 World Championship in Cascais is wide open. We've got 9 boats racing, starting off with Allegra, Andy Soriano's team, vastly experienced, good chance of winning. Moving down the dock to Phoenix, our South African team, just missed out on the world title in Palma last year. Tom Slingsby, tactician, is very much the man of the moment. Moving on to the Turkish boat, which is Provetsa, Ergin Imri's team. Now, they've won regattas before, we just need to put a series together. Moving on to Interlodge, which is the black boat, was formerly Azura, bought by Austin and Gwen Fragaman. They need to find a little bit of consistency. Now then, Sleds are the defending world champions and 52 Super Series champions. Know how to win, huge experience. Murray Jones there, tacticians, won the America's Cup 6 times. Now moving down to the Whitcraft family team, first Rolex TP52 World Championship. A 2015 boat, it's very, very good in the light airs. Now Gladiator, Tony Langley's all-British team. Paul Goodison is tactician and very much on form. Now then, Platoon, 2 times world champions. They've always won in lighter conditions on the Mediterranean, never done so well in the Atlantic, but this could well be Platoon's week. So now coming to the American flag team, Quantum Racing have been one of the benchmark teams on the circuit for many years. Doug DeVos's team, they've won here twice before. They are really the masters of the big breeze here, but we could have light winds, so Quantum, maybe the favourites, but anything could happen here. We've got 9 boats, 5 of them surely have a chance of winning the world title.
10 races on a standard windward-leeward course are scheduled. Starts are crucial, along with the key upwind leg or beat to the first set of marks at the top of the course. The fleet then heads downwind to round either of the gates at the bottom of the course before starting the second lap. All races count. The first boat to cross the finish line wins.
Race 1, just 8 to 10 knot westerlies so far in Cascais, but this year's World Championship is now underway. Allegre lead at the top mark. It's a good start for them. Vayu close behind. Bottom mark, and Sled could be in trouble. It looks like penalty turns for the defending champs. Quantum looks strong in second. They've squeezed past Vayu on that last leg. Allegre take race 1, a comfortable win for Andy Soriano's crew. Still short of breeze on the opening day here in Cascais. Bottom mark and Sled have squeezed past Quantum on that last run. They take the lead in race 2. Errors of the first race behind them. Takashi Okura's crew win race number 2 of this 10-race series. Quantum home in second, Platoon take third.
So Quantum Racing hold an early lead following those 2 second places. World title winners in Cascais in 2018 and making a strong start to this year's campaign. In their bid for a 4th world title, Quantum Racing are leaving nothing to chance.
I think we've got everybody, so we'll get going. We'll just roll through.
Quantum's performance analysis program, led by coach James Line, is the most comprehensive in the fleet. Stablemates Vayu, who share the Quantum sales package, also enjoy privileged access to his morning briefings.
Overall, nice twist profile with this sail. We're seeing that Cobra-style twist. I think the biggest thing a coach is trying to achieve on the water is shorten the learning curve. What can we learn today and how fast can we learn it?
Good when you are, Brendan.
It's that rate of improvement every single day that makes the difference in a 52 fleet brewer regatta.
We've got some data coming off the boat at 10 times a second. We've got some basic parameters like wind speed, boat speed, heel, trim and rudder. And then we've got more of the loads like main sheet loading or vang loading. We have target boxes for all these where we've got sweet numbers that we'd like to hit.
James's work with us is really invaluable, and we're incredibly fortunate to have him be part of our team because he's the cornerstone and the gatherer of the information, and then he disseminates it out to the team. If I've had a bad day, I need a little space away from why it was a bad day, and that's where James is at his best, where he can give a little coach therapy and help us through the hard times, and you can look at it very objectively with no emotion.
3, 2, bow coming down, 1, and hoist.
There's very few low-hanging fruit that are going to make the difference between losing and winning, but we start getting into that aggregation of marginal gains. Can we get better in 1,000 of those marginal gains? Is it 0.05%? If you had 1%, you'd win every single race. One of our main drivers for the week is stay flexible, stay open. If we do our normal process of how to try and win sailboat regattas, we should be okay.
In what becomes an unexpected feature of the week, a lack of breeze delays the start of racing on day 2. But once underway, it's again Allegre who sees the initiative.
Top mark, here's Allegre. Very tricky that last beat, but they've read the ships to perfection so far. Behind them, Quantum Racing. It's all about consistency for them as the first 3 boats head downwind. Allegre looks super smooth round the bottom mark. Ado Stead and Nick Asher calling the shots. Everything in sync so far.
I remember reading an article that Paul Karajan compared sailing his Maxi to conducting the orchestra, and those words have resonated with me ever since. As in business, you build a good team around you, and within that team, you've got to trust.
Top mark for the last time. Quantum holding on to second place.
Please go tack line! Please go tack line!
That's bowman Ben Bardwell on Bayou. He's got his hands full on the tie boat, currently in 3rd place. But race 3 has been all about Allegre. 2 wins now for Andy Soriano's crew, going well in lighter than expected conditions here in Cascais. And just time for an energy drink on Bayou before the racing gets back underway. Race 4, and it's tight at the pin end. Quantum and Bayou fighting for the best lane off the start line. 3rd in the last race, solid on day 1. Bayou have made a good start to this regatta. Platoon are first to the top mark. The German boat, world champions in 17 and 19. Wouldn't they like to make it 3?
That will be something. It's a big honor to win a world title in this class. I mean, this is a peak of monohull sailing. For sure, our boat design is very good for lighter conditions. And if you're winning the 3rd time, it's definitely not a lucky punch anymore.
So, former champions Platoon notched their first win of the regatta, but it's been another good day for Bayou. They take 2nd, with Quantum Racing in 3rd.
2 days of racing gone, and Quantum have yet to finish outside the top 3. Platoon are 2nd overall, 4 points back, but Vayu are only just behind in 3rd.
So, tonight we have a Tom Yum curry.
A Pro-Am team from Bangkok, run by Tom and Kevin Whitcraft and crewed by 5 members of their own families, Vayu are the story of the regatta so far, delivering results both on the racetrack and in the kitchen.
Being a tight team, we want to try and keep it as wholesome as we can, and bring it back to, you know, the food that most of my family grew up on. And a lot of the guys coming out to numerous regattas over the years fall in love with the Thai food as well, so we try to keep it going as much as we physically can.
We try to be professional and keep the personal and the family out of it when you're on board. It appears to work. No major issues so far. And we're also making this a bit of pitch to bring up young Thai sailors. So it's a combination, family, young Thai sailors, and some professionals on board. The level of the teams here is just astounding. So we hope to learn a lot and improve each race.
Yeah.
Santé.
Day 3, race 5. Wind still unusually light here in Cascais, so good clean starts are crucial. Phoenix like the left side of the course. It's not been the best week so far for Tom Slingsby, but they're first to the top mark this time.
If I'm honest, we're 4 races in and I've put us over the line twice in 4 races. You'll never be at the top of the fleet if you're over the start line that many times. But here I love the chess game. It's really a tactical puzzle, and in the light air it's less about boat speed and more about positioning, finding the little bits of extra wind, and it's been exciting.
Redemption of sorts here for Tom Slingsby and relief on the South African boat. It's been a good race for Provetsa. They're holding off Quantum for second place. But there's no doubt about the first boat home. A comfortable first win for Phoenix in race 5. Second race on day 3, and it looks like Provetsa go over early. That's a penalty turn for the Turkish boat. Top mark, and again it's Allegre who've got it right on the first beat. Another testing day for tacticians and helmsmen in these shifting conditions.
I think what gets me out is that every day is a different day. How you can get a quarter of 0.1 of a knot, a couple of meters of improvement in upwind, downwind starts, mark roundings where the little areas of improvement can be made.
3 wins out of 6 races for Allegre, and it's another great result for Vayu, who just takes second from Sled. Look at that delight.
So 6 races in, Quantum still lead, but Vayu are now only 2 points behind the 3-time world champions. Cabo da Roca, a short distance from Cascais, is the most westerly point in continental Europe. It's part of Portugal's awe-inspiring Atlantic coast, which stretches for over 800 kilometers, shaping lives and creating livelihoods for hundreds of years. The prominence of the former fishing village of Nazaré, 150 kilometers to the north, is a more recent phenomenon. Once a summer season tourist destination that closed during the winter, Nazaré is now the big wave capital of Europe, attracting surfers and spectators from all over the world.
The local businesses, sometimes they play with us and say, Pedro, before I had 9 months of vacations, now I can't even take a week off.
It wasn't until a concerted effort was made to invite the world's best big wave surfers that the break grew in stature, helped by its proximity to shore and dramatic headland location.
The cliff is like a theater, and actually the surfers, when they are coming down the wave, they can actually hear the crowd cheering and clapping, which is amazing.
Among the many big wave surfers to draw gasps from the crowd is Germany's Sebastian Steutner. At a height of 86 feet, the wave he caught in October 2020 has recently been ratified as the largest ever surfed, an official world record. What makes Nazaré unique is the presence of a vast canyon in the seabed, running almost to the beach, which oceanographers now understand as playing a critical role in the creation of the biggest waves.
The north face of the Nazaré Canyon is a wall, a vertical wall, with a huge step. You came from 200 meters depth to 50 meters depth. So we have waves traveling along the channel of the canyon, and we have waves traveling over the continental shelf. And the waves that propagate along the canyon just refract and interact with the waves propagating over the shelf. It's the combination of these two waves. In a certain time, you get a huge wave.
Because of the canyon, the place became the most consistent in the world in terms of having big swells. To be acknowledged as a big wave surfer, you have to come to Nazaré.
Day 4 at the Rolex TP52 World Championship. Start of race 7, and you can't make mistakes in the charge for the line. But Platoon and Alegre are both over early. Harm Mueller-Spreer not happy on Platoon. Quantum Racing won't mind. They're still leading overall and staying out of trouble. Platoon at the top mark, 5 boats now ahead of them. Out in front are Sled, taking their chances with their title on the line.
I don't think you can play conservatively at all. And I've always taken the philosophy that I am going to make mistakes. And I think once you accept that, then you're not afraid to make a decision.
On Platoon now, crossing with Vayu, trying to claw their way back. Quantum still in second, and they'll be happy with that. Not so pleased and struggling at the back of the fleet are Vayu. But it's win number 2 for the defending champions.
Okay, here we go, all the way up, racing now.
Race 8, that's Sean Couvreau, bowman on Platoon, and a clean start for them this time. Top mark, Provezza round first, but no room for Quantum further back, and that could cost the overall leaders. Here's Vayu, a lot of work to do back in 7th. Bottom mark, Provezza and Platoon neck and neck. There's always plenty to do for bowman Sean Couvreau.
I'm actually quite busy before and between races getting everything ready.
Make game down below.
And then actually we're pretty busy halfway up the beat, where you have to go downstairs and reorganize the spinnaker for the next mark. But for sure, you know, mark roundings are where you're going to be the busiest. Getting the spinnaker halyard ready, getting the jib ready to come down. You sail enough and, you know, your hands get used to it, but also you just kind of get used to not sailing with gloves. You'll survive.
Good job.
5th in race 7, Platoon are back in step in race 8. A comfortable win for the former champions. Further back, disappointment for Quantum Racing. They take 6 after that error on the first beat.
So Doug DeVos's crew lose ground to their rivals. Platoon now just 3 points behind, heading into the final day, with Phoenix up to 3rd. This year's World Championship is the first to fully deploy autonomous remote-controlled course marks. Powered by 2 electric motors and positioned by a combination of 3D drone technology and GPS, the smart marks are being used to improve the accuracy and efficiency of course laying.
With the wind changes in a regatta, it means the entire course setup has to be adjusted. We have to bring out some power boats. It takes a long time. It uses a lot of fuel. And the sailors are not probably that patient for a long period of time.
We should set the course for 270. The smart marks are very precise, much more than the traditional system, because as the marks are not anchored, they hold the position exactly. Then the sailors really love to race with those marks.
I think it was a very smart move to have the robot marks. We save up to 85, 90 liters. And when you're anchoring with the boat, you are destroying the seagrass, and we don't need that with the robot mark, so that's another good thing as well.
On day 5, the northerly breeze, so conspicuous by its absence, finally arrives.
We've got the classic Nortada breeze coming down the coast, so yeah, it looks like we're going to get a good solid 18 to low 20s. Whatever happens, we're going to have a lot of fun because we're going to be sending it.
Race 9, all eyes on Platoon and Quantum Racing, just 3 points between them at the top of the leaderboard. Quantum not in great shape. They've got a lot of work to do. Platoon tacking inside Quantum, but not able to cross them. Looks like Quantum got a favorable shift out there. Huge recovery from Quantum Racing. They get to the mark first. And here's what it looks like from the mark. The three-time world champions leading Alegre. In third place, Platoon still in the mix, trying to reel in the ever-present Quantum Racing.
Consistency wins regattas. So you have to continue with that mentality. And sometimes that mentality doesn't work for you. And when it doesn't, you just have to take it on the chin. And somebody hits you in the head with a bottle, you got to hit them with a chair.
No change on the run to the bottom mark. Quantum still lead. Alegre round in second. Platoon still looking for the opening they need.
On board Quantum Racing, we're always battling the consistency demon. I don't have any misgivings about how we need to win this regatta. It's very clear in my mind. So you're always racing to get to the last day with that opportunity.
It's their first win of the regatta, but a crucial one. Quantum Racing extend their lead to 6 points, headed into the 10th and final race. Away they go for the last time. Quantum sticking close to Platoon. There's no other challengers now. All they want to do is stay between them and the hoop. Provetsa, the Turkish flag boat, in the lead now. The whole fleet enjoying the bigger conditions in Cache Case on the final day. Winds up to 20 knots now, and that's been a long time coming. Provetsa notched their first win. But back down in the fleet, Quantum hold off Platoon to take 6th, en route to their 4th World Championship title.
7 points the winning margin for Quantum Racing. Platoon just hold on to 2nd place from Alegre in 3rd. Phoenix take 4th, 1 point back.
It was going to be disappointing to lead 4 of the 5 days and not close it out. Not going to lie to you on that one. I mean, what a day, what a week. This is the first one that we've won with Doug steering the boat, which is just awesome.
I mean, it's close. That's the way the racing is. Everything's close. You got to sail all the way to the end. There's no coasting in this fleet. So, so Platoon is, a great boat, well sailed. They're not going to give an inch.
4 years on from winning their 3rd TP52 world title in Cascais, Quantum Racing return to claim their 4th in 2022. Next time on Spirit of Yachting, we're back on the start line for Sail GP Season 3.
If you want to buy the top of a luxury brand, I think this is it. My name's Selwyn and I drive a Fenton. We are a very, very close family because we all share this common bond to configure cars. We love doing it as a family. We share pictures and configurations, and I think the similarities, we always want to be the best person that we can be, and that's in all aspects of life. I think that is what Rolls-Royce has achieved in the car manufacturing industry. What was good about this one is the gallery of the Rolls-Royce had the painting of Dr. Mshlangu, and it was a very African theme. And being very African, I didn't want it to land up anywhere else in the world. I thought it belonged in South Africa. And I was very, very excited, also knowing that it's from the brand Rolls-Royce and it's a one-of-one. I think the Phantom is just on top of the Rolls-Royce cars as far as I'm concerned, and the driving experience is totally different to anything you've driven. But I don't think I've ever been in a car that just sails. It doesn't even drive on the road. It just purrs and sails over all the bumps. It's just the most comfortable car you could ever own. How it makes you feel is that you feel very special because you know that this is the top of any car. And that's always stood with me. If you want the best in anything, it's got to be a Rolls-Royce.
To the world's first, the world's best.
UFC strawweight champion.
Ready? Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun, I promise you.
Something wriggling out of the shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one, and another one, and another one.
October 30th, 1938. A fictional invasion by Martians on the radio spooks Americans on Halloween Eve.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. It's so awful. The eyes are black and they gleam like a serpent. The mouth is kind of V-shaped with saliva dripping from its rimless lips that seem to quiver and pulsate.
As the live drama The War of the Worlds starring Orson Welles airs on CBS. The play's fake news reports panic some listeners who think the Martian invasion is real. 1998. In Nicaragua, a mudslide caused by Hurricane Mitch kills at least 2,000 people. 1974. It's the rumble in the jungle in Zaire, now known as the Democratic Republic of Congo. Muhammad Ali knocks out George Foreman in the 8th round of a 15-round bout, regaining his world heavyweight title. And 2000.
I want to give you the bad news first. This program is going to go on forever. Boy, you think you're tired now.
Steve Allen, comedian, TV host, author, and composer, dies in Encino, California. Allen, the first host of NBC's Tonight Show, was 78 years old. Today in history, October 30th. Ed Donahue, The Associated Press.
Welcome back in our studio, and in today's news,